Laura, if I wanted to start a clothing business that will stand out in terms of the quality of the clothes, these are the three high end clothing manufacturers I would use. A quick disclaimer, this video was not sponsored by any of the manufacturers that I'll be reviewing. In fact, they don't know about this video. If this is the first time you've seen this channel, welcome to the How to Start a Clothing Business series. Today is day 11 of the series, and I'll be reviewing and ranking three custom line clothing manufacturers from our clothing business kit. In the last video of the series, I reviewed three wholesale streetwear clothing manufacturers that you should consider using for your new streetwear business. You can find the video in the playlist I'll link in the description box or where this arrow is pointing at in this video. In today's video, I'll be selecting three different custom line high-end clothing manufacturers from this business kit, and then I'll review and rank them. Since I'm selecting them at random, at the end of the video, I'll disclose their positions in the business kit in case you're interested in working with them specifically. There are some personal requirements that I expect from these manufacturers, and those are what I will be using to review them. However, I want to point out that the criteria that our company TFB uses and still use to vet and verify these manufacturers before adding them to the business kit is far more technical. It's a technical 7-step verification and vetting process that all the manufacturers were verified by. The process is very strict because we want to make sure that our clients' interests, which will be your interests, are completely covered by the manufacturers that will be recommending to you. There is no use telling you to use a manufacturer that will affect your business negatively because that only reflects poorly on us more. So every manufacturer in this kit was handpicked by the professional vetting team at TFB. That being said, what I'll be using as my reviewing and ranking requirements are very personal and completely subjective. So let's go over some of them. The first thing I will use would be their number of years exporting products overseas. My reason for including this particular requirement is because a manufacturer with more exporting years of experience has worked with a lot of business owners overseas. To export products, they must either have the right licenses and connections to ensure that their customers overseas receive their packages in good conditions. And the longer that they've done this with clients from the platform, the better the chances of our own clients who cannot go to China but still want a good production and logistics experience. The next thing I'll be reviewing them with would be the variety of products in their product list. For this part, when I look at their product list, I expect to see that they can produce different categories of the clothes that they specialize in making so that we will see how, they fit into your own business needs. So yes, I'll be judging them heavily for this part. Next, I'll check their MOQ flexibility. I may not be very strict here because if you know how to negotiate with a manufacturer like a professional, this should not be an issue for you. More so, how to negotiate a supplier's MOQ and what to do if they are non-negotiable are all discussed in detail in our business guide. It's a part of what you'll be receiving upon getting this business kit. Next, I'll check their production line reports. I have my personal reason for checking this report, and when we're vetting the manufacturers is one of the things that we verify. So the PL report shows us how much product they have made and the duration for this production. I will not be checking it on camera, obviously, because it's a long process and I really don't want to get into that in this video. So just know that it will play a major role in how the manufacturers are ranked. Finally, I will rank them based off of their response time. For this part, I would advise that you don't dwell so much on it for a couple of reasons. First, the customer care unit of the company receives hundreds of inquiries every day. Second, the inquiries are from clients from different time zones, and these customer care units have working hours. If you contact them during work hours, the chances of receiving a response is much faster. Obviously, they will not be in our business kit if their response time took more than 3 to 4 hours. So that's still very reasonable. So now that you know what I'll be looking for in the manufacturers, let's get into reviewing them. This manufacturer is a custom line clothing manufacturer, obviously. Whenever you see any of this ODM or OEM, that's what it means. It means the manufacturer is a custom line manufacturer. So they say they offer 3D production samples. That's helpful if you don't have a tech pack, but you want to see what the fabrics will look like on your design. So for you to get these 3D production samples, you will need to use their in-house design team. The process will involve you sending them a picture or a rough sketch of what you want, and then they will use the software to show you what the clothes will come out looking like before you start production. So technically, it saves time and then it also saves energy. Uh, all right. So they have 10 years exporting experience with a lot of business owners of different sizes across the world. That's good. As you can see here, they say they're capable of doing over 400,000 bulk order units per month for your business. Hmm. These are some of the brands that they've worked with allegedly. Was it a full collaboration or a partial collaboration? That's information that our vetting team here have verified. I unfortunately don't have that information. So this is a mini introduction of what you get from them. Let's watch it together. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's basically a summary of their production process. Not bad. Huh. All right. So according to them, they have over working with European and American fashion markets. Uh, I mean, if you think that your business is ethnic or maybe not in tune with these markets, I don't think they will be fit for you. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is their factory production process. We can see the design process, manuscripts, blah blah blah. Not bad, not bad at all. This is a full explanation of their 3D process that I was trying to explain earlier. Huh, not bad. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So you could pause the video to read all of this if you want, or you could get the kit and go over the manufacturer's website in your own time. These are all okay. This part, they say they can fabrics, blah blah blah. Okay. On a more serious note, though, if you're a part of our Start Your Business program, one of the topics that will be discussed, I think in week 2 or 3, I don't remember, is about fabrics. You learn about fabrics not from a fashion designer level. No, 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 no. But for business knowledge. So not only would you learn about the fabrics, you learn how to get manufacturers to send you samples of the fabrics before you even start producing your samples, just so that you understand how the fabrics feels or how they look. And you can even do little tests here and there to see if it's something that you want to use for your business. Not all manufacturers do that, but this particular manufacturer does. So yeah, their team of designers are from China and Australia. Okay, so this is good. These are a few of their product categories. There is this other manufacturer that also makes high-end clothes. I don't think I'm reviewing them today, but I wish you could have seen them. They are our clients' absolute favorites. This manufacturer reminds me of them too. So let's just jump to their product list. Oh, nice. Their product list looks very impressive. I like it. They have dresses, jumpsuit, blazers, and so on. Not bad. All right, let's look at some of these while I go over their MOQ and other things. I like some of these dresses. They look really good. Looks like some of the pieces that I have seen on some high-end clothing brands. Not bad, not bad. Let's keep going. Okay, there's a lot. We could keep going, but that'll take up time and I'm not going to do that. Next category. I don't know. These are summer type of clothes. Okay. Let's see their plus size clothes. Okay. These are nice. These are okay. Okay, so their MOQ is not strict at all. I've seen as low as 2 and as high as 100 for some pieces. I also checked their PL reports off camera, and the numbers there were very impressive. So that'll be all for this, guys. Let's go over to the next manufacturer. So this manufacturer is a custom line manufacturer that focuses on modest clothes, specifically Muslim attires. They have been making and exporting these clothes to business owners across the world for over 10 years. According to them, they can produce up to 200,000 units of clothes per month. Okay. I can't verify that in this video, but the team that was in charge of vetting this manufacturer probably did. So, if you're thinking of selling any of this, they sell kimono, abayas, fashion sets, kimars. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. They sell inner wears, winter collection, and so on. They sell all kinds of modest clothes, particularly Muslim wears. This supplier is good. They sell luxury Eid or Ed. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Mubarak wears as well. These are not bad at all. These are actually really nice. Okay. Okay, so it says here that they own their own factory, which would obviously mean that you wouldn't have to worry about halal practices with the clothes, because I know that Muslims are not, they don't like halal stuff. So, you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's okay. That's really nice. Fast delivery for stock designs. So basically that means that if you're buying pieces that is already listed on their website, the ready to ship pieces, so that's what I mean by stock. It takes 7 business working days for them to deliver your order to you. Then custom line will obviously take longer, so about 20 days manufacturer time. This is their whole production process. Not bad, not bad. Let's look at their product list. They have all of this in their collection. I like the categories. You know what? I'm actually very curious to see what their swimwear collection would look like. Cause ooh, that's interesting. These are nice. Nice, nice. Okay, let's see their key Mars. I don't know what that is. So I'm just, oh wait, I actually know what these are. I know this. I just didn't know they were called key Mars. Again, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, excuse the pronunciation. Okay, so the MOQ is quite flexible. I see 2 pieces, which is very favorable to a small business owner, who owns a retail store. I also see some hundreds. You know what? It doesn't even matter. As long as you can negotiate, it doesn't matter. Their PL report looks good. I was impressed. Okay, so let me not waste more time browsing their website in this video. If this is the type of business you want to go into, they're really good. So let's go over the last, guys. This manufacturer is our last for today. So they specialize in making and selling all kinds of pleated clothes. So pleated gowns, pleated shirts, abayas, dresses, 2 pieces sets, regardless of what you want, as long as it can be made with pleated silk, they sell that. They have over 10 years exporting experience like the others. Nice, nice. This looks nice. All right, this is something that I like. From this, you can tell that they support small businesses. I really like this business kit. This is our clothing business kit because every single clothing manufacturer in the kit specializes in different kinds of high-end clothes, and it's just nice to see. It's just nice. Okay, so the product list looks impressive. I like it. As you can see, almost everything here is silk and pleats. If this is what you want, they're a good manufacturer for your business. I like the data that I saw on their PL reports. The MOQ is favorable for a small business. You know what? I might just have to use them for the wholesale video that goes right after this one because I really like what I'm seeing. Nice, nice. Everything looks good. Okay, let's go and rank them. My verdict might be different in this video, and the reason is because all three manufacturers specialize in making different kinds of clothes. If it were a case where they made the exact type of clothes, I think it would be easier to rank them. I try to use other factors like their MOQ or exporting years of experience and our clients' opinions about them, and they still somehow ended up with the same score. So I'll just let you guys decide what and which supplier deserves which spot, because at the end of the day, you're the ones buying um their contact details. You're the ones that will use them. So you can rank them as you prefer. So what I would do instead would be to tell you their positions in the clothing business kit. The first manufacturer is number 5 in the kit. The second manufacturer is number 10 in the kit. And then the last manufacturer is number 9 in the kit. So if you're interested in working with any of them after you purchase our clothing business kit, that's where you find them. So the clothing business kit is available for purchase on our website. I'll leave the link in description box for you. Alongside these manufacturers' contact details, you get the contact of custom packaging manufacturers that you can use. You also get some researched clothing business ideas that will ensure that your business stands out in an already oversaturated niche and your business will still be successful. You get all of that as well as the business guide that shows you how you can work with them. I'm sure that you don't think that getting the contact details of manufacturing companies alone is enough to help you start your business. You still need to know how to work with them. You need to know how to speak their business languages. You need to understand how they operate. You need to know what to expect from them as you do business together. And that's what the kit provides. So it's available for purchase on our website. I'll link the link in description box for you. Meanwhile, if you need more help starting your own clothing business because the kit alone doesn't answer the business questions that you probably have about starting your new clothing business, I recommend that you join our Start Your Business program. It's a 7 weeks program that takes you from being a complete beginner who is clueless about what it takes to start your own business to a professional in literally 7 weeks. At the time that this video is being recorded, there is still like 14 or 15 days left till you can join the program, but I don't know when it will be posted. I don't know when the video will be uploaded. So if the time for registration is up by the time the video is posted, you can wait for the next section in October. Hopefully there is one by that time. If not, well, that is that. I also want to encourage you to join our newsletter and receive news about exclusive offers and other business tips before our community here sees or hears about them. In the next video, I'll be reviewing 3 clothing manufacturers from this same business kit that you can use if you're interested in starting your clothing business and you want wholesale deals and you also want to buy like ready to ship clothes for your retail clothing business. So keep an eye out for that. So I really enjoyed making this video and hopefully you enjoy watching the video. If you have any questions or contributions, please leave them in the comment section as well. I am happy to answer and read your contributions. That will be all for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Laura.